Hello and welcome. So, the community was talking about this interview for the past couple of days now. It's an interview with Carl Jones, and he is the COO and the vice president of business affairs, I think. Something like that. Business development, business affairs. I don't know. It's called different in Serbian. Managing director, blah blah. Yeah, okay, that's something else. He is the COO of CAG or Cloud Imperium Games, and he said a few interesting things in this interview. Like, it is basically really lackluster, but like there is some things that you can that we can talk about in this video. And yeah, I'm just gonna roll the intro and let's talk about it.
Hello, my name is Grumpy.
At the very start of the interview, the magazine, which is like a game development magazine or like software development magazine, has called this game the most divisive and expansive games. They did not forget to say that it is one of the most expensive games to make, because right after that they said that it's the most successful game that never got released, which is entirely true. Now, afterwards, they were talking about expanding to Manchester and having 1,000 people working over there. And Carl Jones said that by the end of that 5-year period, when the expansion is done, basically Star Citizen should be released, or where is it? They basically said that at that point it's gonna be an actual MMO. So is that server meshing confirmed in 5 years from now, or is he talking about going into full release? I have no idea. We don't know. But afterwards, they were talking about expanding to USA and Asia, because they want to expand to Asia because they want to basically conquer that region with this game. And once you have a bunch of people playing over there, you need to have an office there to build patches and talk to the community, etc., etc. So here he announced that they will be doing sequels. Let me zoom this in. How the fuck do you zoom in? Because by that time we'll be developing the sequel and sequels for Squadron 42. So there's gonna be sequels. At that point, by the way, I said this 6 months ago that they're probably gonna go for the sequels, and it's a question of is Star Citizen gonna be done, or are they just gonna go into doing the sequel and still develop Star Citizen? I guess we'll see. After that, he got asked, when is Squadron 42 going to be released? Because you pushed it back a few times, and then you said that it's going to be done when it's done. And he responded with basically, so Chris is going to UK, and we'll see if he reestablishes himself in the UK. We'll see how long it's going to take, but it should take up to 2 years, but it could be done in 2 years or more. Very political, but that's not an answer. But okay, we are still stuck with it's done when it's done. Hey guys, it's me, Grumpy from the future, Grumpy the editor, Grumpy the coffee maker, and Grumpy the everything. There's just one question that every time they mention Chris, they mention him as he is the god, and that he is the only guy that's propelling this project. He's the only guy that actually is making and working on this project. I really don't get it. Is he actually the only guy that's working in CAG? He's not, obviously. But why are they talking about Chris all the fucking time? Like, do you know any other company that like mentions their CEO and talks about them like they're the second coming of Jesus? Like, it's Chris's dream. We're trying to build the Chris's dream. No, guys, you're trying to build a space game, the best space game ever, and that's fucking phenomenal. Like, why do you need to mention Chris at all? Ever? Like, yeah, we know that he is the CEO, but like, he is also like working, he worked on the trolleys, but he's also working as a developer there. That's fucking amazing. That is amazing. I have nothing against that, but like, why bring Chris up in everything? Like, why is everything depending on Chris? Why is Chris the one that goes to UK and that fixes Squadron 42? That, like, he's the only reason why Squadron 42 is gonna get released, basically. Why is that a thing? And also, this guy, like Carl Jones, is the guy. Let me see where he is. Yeah, this guy, Carl Jones. He was one of the guys, or like the lead guy, that led the negotiations with Crytek when Crytek sue them for using the CryEngine back in the day. So I'm pretty sure that he's passionate about this project, and yeah, like, I have nothing against any of them. You gotta understand this, but I just don't get it. I simply don't get it. Anyway, let's go back to the video. Also, they stated that's on the next. I'm gonna post this so you can read it. I'm gonna post it in the first, and I'm gonna in the first comment, and I'm gonna pin the comment so you can see it at all times. So the next thing, it's here somewhere. They were asked, like, why are you expanding in UK? Firstly, like, why would you expand in the midst of a pandemic? And then, like, why UK? And they said that UK is great because it's cheap, because there's a tax relief for corporation tax, and basically that's why they are expanding to UK. They are also expanding to in Frankfurt, in Germany. They're expanding the offices that they have over there. On the topic of why are they expanding in the midst of a pandemic, he said the gaming industry is a bit different than the other industries, and I would agree with that, because in the past 2 years we have seen a huge amount of income in the software industry, and gaming is basically leading that thing. So I completely agree with that, and it is a bit different, and I'm all up for it. If we are gonna see results. If we don't see results, and if it's still fucking slow, then there's no point, right? And then in the end, they were talking about how the pandemic, which I really didn't get, like, you guys gotta translate this to me. They were talking about like how the pandemic, or Carl, this guy, the CEO, was talking about how the pandemic affected the morale of employees, and like them not being loyal enough, so they are leaving. I'm just gonna find it and I'm gonna quote it for you. So the quote is, however, he insists that being in the office is an essential part of CAG's work culture, especially when it comes to establishing and maintaining morale and loyalty between staff. Without the opportunity to bond, Jones believes that staff are more likely to move on. Okay, maybe. And then there's a quote. We've been able to hire very successfully, but that shows you that people are leaving their other jobs. Okay, that's how it works, basically. If you're going into an office 8 hours a day, working with the same people, you feel loyalty to those people. Regardless of whether the company has your loyalty, your friends have your loyalty. Okay. And I think as people are seeing each other less and less, team bonding is being degraded. That's making it much easier for people to start thinking about changing jobs and moving on, which I think wouldn't happen if they were enjoying their time with their friends. That's what we want to encourage. Blah blah blah. Team spirit, I think, has been seriously broken by remote work and having to rely on tools like Zoom or Teams. Okay, I get it. Like, I'm not working for a company. I never worked for a company, so I couldn't really tell you if that's the thing. But like, the main thing is, like, if you want to encourage your employees, you gotta, like, I don't know, like, raise their, like, pays. Like, if you have a really good pay, you're not gonna leave and go to another developer. Basically, you're not gonna leave CAG to go to, I don't know, Blizzard. They were talking here about Blizzard for a second. So I don't know. Like, from my perspective as a freelancer and a music artist and a producer and a studio owner, better pay means more loyalty towards whoever you're working, or the people must be fucking amazing. Like, I have worked for like pennies basically, but the people were just amazing. I have worked for a lot of money with bad people, and it was a lot of money, so I just sucked it up and I worked for them until the job was done, and then I was like, okay, that's never gonna happen again. So what I'm saying is, maybe I don't want to go into like the reviews on some platforms by like ex-employees, but what I'm saying is, maybe you guys should try to be better towards your employees, and that's it. Hey guys, did you miss me? It's me, the editor, again. So I just like remembered. I didn't remember, but like I realized that like my father is actually a programmer, or one of the chief whatevers in software/hardware thing here in Serbia. It's not a development company, but they are working with other people. They are like doing servers and stuff like that. It doesn't fucking matter. So they have a bunch of people as their employees. I'm not gonna go like that into it, but from what I remember from him talking to me about like his issues over there, he had a bunch of employees leave over the years because they just don't pay them enough. Like, they young kids come there, they learn how to do stuff, because like after you're finished with school and like the faculties or whatever you guys would call it, college, I guess, you are still pretty green and you need to like know how to work in that office or in that space, or just how to do your job, because you never done it before. You just have like, you never practiced. And then like once they have enough experience, they get a job offer and they leave, because the company that my father works for didn't raise their pays and like, or their salaries. So that's how the whole fucking system works. If you want people to stay there, if you want them to be loyal, to be happy, I mean, you don't fucking depend on loyalty if you're a corporation or a company. You depend on people, good people that are working, that are doing good jobs, and then you raise their pay if they're good, or give them like bonuses and stuff like that. So that was, maybe they're doing that. Some people would beg to differ, because I've heard a bunch of bad things, and I don't want to attack CAG. I have no idea. Like, I'm just saying that like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe those people are just like pissed off because of something else and they want to spread a rumor. I don't know. I don't fucking care. But I'm just saying, whatever it is, you never want to depend on loyalty. Like, loyalty in a corporation or whatever, that's not a thing. And that's what, if I got it wrong, please do translate it in the comments. Anyway, back to the video. So yeah, that's basically it for today, like guys. Like I have nothing else to say. I don't know, like I have no idea why people have talked about this. This is just like a post in a magazine, and that's it. Like it's not even that fucking interesting, and it's not something that we don't know already. The only other thing is that he got asked if they're gonna develop a metaverse, because everybody is fucking developing a metaverse, even though like it has no fucking meaning. And like, I mean, you already know what I think about metaverses and bullshit like that. But thank fucking whoever, he said that their focus is delivering Star Citizen and Squadron 42 to the community that supported them. Which is a really good answer, and I like it, and I completely support it. And yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing. I have no idea why people went so in depth. The only thing that you can see from this is that like he's like he just told us that we're not gonna have like Star Citizen in like the next 5 years, and Squadron 42 is probably gonna be done in 2 or more years, and that's it. So thank you for watching, and thank you to all my patrons, because they are fucking amazing. If you want to become a patron, there's gonna be a link down in the description of the video. And yeah, that is it for today, guys. Don't forget to bring it over when you're traveling through space, and of course, 5 years. 5 more years, and if it's CAG's 5 years, then it's 10. So yeah, thank you, love you, bye. Mwah.